It might be the biggest complaint slash topic that I've heard from fans in the latter part of the season and on my weekly live show: rising ticket prices. We discuss it on today's edition of the Sprint Car Unlimited 90 at 9. I haven't talked about this very much, but with national and local schedules slated to come out in the coming weeks and months, it seemed appropriate. Everything is going up, including ticket prices. But is this the right move, and is there a tipping point to where it starts to hurt racetracks? If you go by the crowds in the stands and what fans are saying, yes. I can remember a World of Outlaws event costing $25 to $30. Local shows in central Pennsylvania hovered between $15 and $20. Now, a National Series event is $40 to $60, depending where you're at, and the weekly race has escalated to $25 and sometimes more. Again, I get it. Prices are going up, and so's the cost of doing business. But tracks need to be mindful of that threshold fans are willing to pay. And judging by the comments I see and hear, we're at the max right now. So what can promoters do? First and foremost, don't go any higher than $25 for that regular local show. People aren't going to pay more to see the same guys week in and week out, especially when they can purchase a year of Dirt Vision and Flow at a cheap price and get all of the other programming that goes with it. I would also recommend some discounted tickets. Babs Motor Speedway had a lot of success with this in the past. Offer half off and decrease it to 25% as you get closer to the event. It entices fans to take advantage of advanced ticketing, which guarantees the track money if the weather is sketchy and they don't cancel. Maybe sell tickets to a block of weekly shows. Regardless of the tack you take, you need to entice fans to come to your racetrack. Make them believe you're giving back, like they're getting a deal. It could also buy you some grace when you have to charge more for those bigger sanctioned events. Promoters need to realize that fans aren't going to spend more money. They're going to move it around. They will sacrifice local events for the high dollar shows, the premier events where the sport's bests are in attendance. So with that in mind, it might be better to win with quantity in the grandstand instead of charging more at the gate. At least it's worth a try. That's going to wrap up this edition of the Sprint Car Unlimited 90 at 9, and we'll be back tomorrow. Stay tuned.